Yesterday I made this tweet right here where I said that I expect for Bitcoin to come and close these gaps at some point. No, of course I did not know it will happen now, but I just want to start from here and talk a bit about my reasoning behind this. Hey friends, welcome back to Blockchainify. Today I'll make a shorter time frame analysis of Bitcoin. I am here on the hourly time frame, and these areas right here you see with red are imbalances. You see the picture from yesterday, and this line right here, it's still here, and this imbalance got filled already, so this is not valid anymore. You can see this imbalance are these big candles where the market is not efficient because there are no orders there and the prices are pushed furiously, and usually the algorithms are coming back to fix these errors or inefficiencies in the market. This is what is happening in algorithmical trading, and of course this is orchestrated by the institutions or by the whales. Cool. What I failed to realize here, I did not look too long to the left, and as we can see this area right here lies a lot of liquidity or some liquidity, right? The same here, right? When you make this structure right here, you get liquidity, and after that liquidity right here was grabbed by this wick, and after that they pushed the market down and fixed that imbalance, the first one. Will they fix these imbalances right now? I'm not sure, I don't know. That's an option. They could push more for the next one or for the next one as well, or they could just go up higher now, because now you have liquidity here, you have liquidity here, and you have liquidity here, and a lot of liquidity here. So a lot of liquidity lies around these areas. So that's another option. They could do that, or they could come here because you have liquidity here as well. There are many people that took longs in these areas and they have stop loss around this area. So they could come here, fix this imbalance, grab the liquidity from here and push the market back up. That's another option. And after that, to grab maybe this liquidity from here and do it again. A possible scenario. Something else I realized, if you look at this, the RSI chart right here, you can see how nicely this plays out. So it has the first attempt to stay above this line, the EMA. The yellow line is the EMA, right? And the other line is the RSI. And we can see it gets rejected every time it comes here. Even here, piercing through, but getting rejected back. Rejected, 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 and now rejected again. How longer will it keep going? Because it got pretty low. Maybe it's coming close to an end for this. But what I try to say here is that if you are here, for example, and just looking at the structure, you can see this liquidity here, grabbed here, and now you get more liquidity. Now the institutions or the whales make more liquidity. This is quite obvious that you expect for something to happen to grab this liquidity in this area, right? And looking at the RSI, it keeps getting rejected. Of course, it's 1 hour time frame, so this is very short time frame, but it helps quite a lot to understand how these markets are pushed. Here, since it's getting rejected so often, it's quite easy to pair up this, assuming that this line will keep going like this and keep getting rejected, and this liquidity to be grabbed, right? And of course, when they grab that liquidity right here or right here, because you see these red lines, right? These are resistance line for me, this and this one. So I expect in this case, maybe they will come as high as this place right here and grab the liquidity from here, hit the stop loss for all these shorts who open positions here, because there are definitely a lot of shorts here seeing the same imbalances like I see, and they're thinking maybe Bitcoin will just try and fix them. But Bitcoin can also go higher and come back and fix this later. There is no rule that Bitcoin should come and fix it right now. So seeing the downtrend, I would expect for a week to come and grab all this liquidity from here, and after that to try for a push to fix at least the first imbalance, right? So then, looking at this, I could get a very nice short. Let's say I will come and grab this liquidity right here. Let's use that line right there, and I will use stop loss a bit above this line. I will try to make this 1:2 ratio, and this could be a nice short setup right here, because it was this imbalance, right? But please remember that imbalances can also be fixed just half. So if the price comes here and grabs half the liquidity, most of the time this is enough and this imbalance is considered fixed. So it doesn't really need to go through the entire imbalance for that to be considered fixed, right? So please have that in mind, and also have in mind that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Alright, now I will go back and delete this mess right here. And of course we know how this plays out. You have the candle, the wick coming and closing these shorts and grabbing the liquidity, while the downtrend on the RSI is still visible, and after that the more significant dump happens. Of course things are not as easy as always, but if you try to look at the chart, at the price action, having in mind all these liquidity areas, where the liquidity is in the market and what is general trend of the market, then that can be quite helpful. I am learning a lot about this kind of stuff these days, so I still have a long way to go, but I find it very inspiring and very interesting and very intriguing. And I think it's for the first time since I'm in crypto and since I am using the charts for technical analysis, and I feel that I'm getting closer to understand what is happening with the market. And I must say that that is very significant for me. Now, as you can see, during this time when we went down, we can see that we got other imbalances that are going to be fixed at some point. They might even be fixed before the lower ones, because now you have liquidity here, you have liquidity here. Now market makers could do something like this: come here, fix these imbalances and continue lower. This is an option, if not going higher, right? So that's an option. But what I'm sure about, these imbalances are going to be fixed at some point. And like I said, it does not necessarily need to be right now. All right. Now, from a Elliott wave perspective, if I would consider the bullish case, which would be this one, and that would be that we are in the fourth wave of an impulse wave, that would be the bullish case here, and that still stands as long as the price doesn't go below this level right here for the fourth wave. The fourth wave cannot go below this level right here. So as long as the price is above this level, we still have a valid fourth leg. If not, then this might be another ABC correction. So we need to see how this wave will close. If this wave will close right here, then we could target a fifth wave, which could come and test this resistance level or go even higher. And as we can see here, putting this Fibonacci extension, we can see that this resistance level matches pretty well 0.618 Fibonacci level, which is very important, and a strong possibility for the fifth wave. Of course, we are in a very small time frame. Please keep that in mind. So this is the whole idea of behind this video. Very short time frame. And now if we look at Ethereum, we can see that we have an imbalance right here, which has almost been fixed. We can say it's fixed because it's half of it has been filled. And then we have this imbalance right here, which is from before. So that could be a target for market makers, or in some cases these imbalances are too small and not worth it, but there is always a possibility for this, right? In this case, we cannot longer talk about an impulse wave because the fourth wave broke beneath this right here. So the fourth wave can never touch the area of the second wave, which is this one right here. You see? This one. And we are down here, right? So the fourth wave never cannot go below this area, below the peak of 1. And that structure has been broken. And that would be it, my short-term analysis for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, and see you next time.